New life is coming to the old Philadelphia refinery on the banks of the Schuylkill River. A groundbreaking was held today for what's being called the Bellwether District. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Dan Snyder gives us a closer look at what's being planned.
2, 3. Shovels in the dirt, the first step in creating what's being dubbed the Bellwether District, a plan to transform the old Philadelphia Energy Solutions refinery into a 1,300-acre economic engine on the banks of the Schuylkill River.
We think it's going to anchor Philadelphia and really the region as a place to do commerce.
The refinery has been shut down since an explosion in 2019 rocked the area. It left people with a lot of questions about how this long polluted site could ever be redeveloped.
As long as I've lived, this site has been the #1 polluter of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and on the East Coast.
I lived in South Philadelphia growing up, and you would walk out the door sometimes and take a big whiff of like, whoa, what's that? And it was coming from here.
Roberto Perez with Hilco Redevelopment Partners says they're working with the EPA and State Department of Environmental Protection and have done a lot of remediation work on the site, breaking down the old refinery. They're also cleaning polluted ground and wastewater, a process he says will continue throughout their build.
There's all kinds of work going on here to ensure that this is a healthy, sustainable pad for folks to work in, and most importantly, reducing emissions by 16% overall in the city.
The plan is for the Northern Innovation Campus to bring a life science and R&D hub close to the city's universities, while the Southern Industrial Campus would be a logistics center working with the city's port, airport, and rail industries. Full development of the site could take a decade, but officials project it could bring 19,000 jobs over the next 15 years.
That's a lot of young men and women in our city who may be wandering without any direction into a job that makes $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. Nobody has to think about picking up a gun or settling an old score.
In South Philly, Dan Snyder, CBS News Philadelphia.